Welcome to Brisbane, Australia. Named Australia's sporting capital of the world just in 2023. This is where it all began in the lead up to getting to my 100th non-UN country. I must stress non-UN. I've only got 95 countries, but I made it to the 100th country not too long ago in a little place called OMAN, MUSCAT. Now there are a few issues getting there. The night before I was almost arrested by 7 Italian policemen, armed defenders, just because I didn't provide my passport to the clown that gave me accommodation near Rome Fiumicino Airport. So it's not all rainbows and unicorns when travelling. What an absolute debacle it was. But I didn't get much sleep the night before. But here's how Oman Muscat fared. A beautiful place. Good that I couldn't have a beer to celebrate because it's a dry country. What a muppet. But they're good days, those. You don't get too many days like that anymore. And there it is. Another bottle of Muscat for King. Oh man. She's dry. Done it. Number 100. Huge mountains here in Muscat. Sorry. What are those mountains called?
Muscat Mountain.
Muscat Mountains. That's easy to remember. And the Gulf of Oman just out there. Happy days. Bit of construction work going on. Yeah, good days those. You don't get too many days like that. Oh man, this place is amazing. And that is my hotel, the Huffer House Hotel in Muscat, which is home to 1.2 million people and is the capital, of course, of Oman. It's my 100th country. That's exciting times. Doesn't mean any more than the others, to be perfectly honest, but I've only got one day left to explore this place. Travel and tourism I see there as well, right below me. Happy days. I'll try and make the most of it, but I'm exceptionally tired after a tough night's sleep, but we'll go on about that later on. Good times those. You don't get too many days like this. So this is a beautiful leafy suburb, as you can see. Those mountains up there are a little bit barren also, but over here is a coffee shop, 2 coffee shops, and they came up on my Google Maps. I typed in pubs into Google Maps because I want to celebrate with a drink, and of course I've done well to choose a dry country for the 3 figures. Because I'm not much of a drinker, so all is well there. If I don't find a beer, you don't need a beer, do you, to celebrate? But I think it will be nigh on impossible to find a beverage around here. But once again, let's just have a look at these wonderful surrounds of this magnificent leafy suburb in Muscat. They're good days, those. Now, I was tongue-in-cheek about the leafy suburb before. Driving through Muscat, it is actually really nice and leafy and beautiful and super clean, but just that this little area here is very concretey. Here's a Spar supermarket. Second most amount of supermarkets in the world is Spar, to 7-Eleven, they have the most. But got all the shops. I saw a Jollibee, a KFC, a Macca's and a Subway all on the same street just before here in Muscat. That's good news. Love a Jollibee, good Filipino dish. And only one in Australia, one in Sydney I think. But we need to get a few more of those, they're beautiful. Need to try the local cuisine as well here, but I thought I need to find an ATM first because I spent all my money. Got out €105 and was replaced with about 42 of the local currency here. It hasn't got me too far. Taxi was about 17 local currency, and same was the night's hotel. Just got out some dinero, some money. Not sure if I should go to El Washel, El Buston or Matra, but I do need to get to the Gulf of Oman. That 100 Visa local currency is worth about 22p. I thought I was rich. I'm not. Temperature is a racy 33 degrees. Look at those big mountains through there. Glorious. You wouldn't have thought Muscat would have had mounts, which are the Muscat Mountains, believe it or not, as the taxi driver said, apparently. You wouldn't have thought they would be that big, that close to the city of 1.2 million people. But they are certainly quite spectacular. I'm going to head to a mall for some air conditioning because it's rather warm. Shopping mall, there it is. Yes! Oh no, it's just bloody supermarket. Now we're in the touristy spot. I got a taxi. Have a look at this. That is nothing short of spectacular. Look at the mountains right on the Gulf. The Gulf of Oman. It's a little inlet in here. I just picked out a restaurant and said to him, take me there please, that'd be great, but I told him to stop a little bit beforehand because this is just a wonderful, wonderful area. And it's a bit better than the concrete dwellings of Muscat. But there's some old pirate boats out there. As I said, the mountains just rise from the sea. And an old, wicked old castle up there too. Oman, Muscat, you've outdone yourself again. Well, it's the first time here, but anyway. Let's go get something to eat. Actually, haven't eaten all day. Yeah, good days those. Well, you certainly can't buy a beer around here, that's for certain. But that's okay. There's no need for a beer, as I keep on saying. And I can't work out the currency. I just bought a fridge magnet. He said 1. He meant 100, I think, which is that 22p thing, but I gave him 1 reals or whatever it's called, which is a lot of money for a fridge magnet. Anyway, the cruises are in. As I said before, that's nothing short of spectacular. And there's dwellings, very popular dwellings, all around this joint of Muscat. And the big mountains up there, but they get bigger. That one's big and that one's bigger as they go on. Glorious stuff. The cars get up at a fair rate of knots as well. Just went through the markets, and this GoPro's on 1%, so I can't do close-ups. And there's some strange little fish swimming down there. Brilliant stuff. They're good days those. Don't get too many days at all like that. The best taxi driver in Muscat. And wonderful music. Beautiful up there, isn't it? The mountains. Just jagged around. Oh, it's beautiful. 80.
Muscat, don't see Oman. Yeah.
Because I'm only here about 7 hours and I've got to go, and it's a shame. I was supposed to be here
This
today.
is my capital, you know, my capital.
I know, and you should be proud, but
For
I just didn't see it all. I'm very sorry. Okay, that's where it ends. Well, does it? This is wonderful. This is in KL now. So I made it to KL. I was supposed to be here, but not with the same flight. Bloody hell. 2 dunnies, straight. And a lovely show. And a wonderful view, actually. So what happened was, I was in MUSCAT. How good is that? I was in MUSCAT. Had every boarding pass ×4 printed out. Had to go to MUSCAT to Chennai, Chennai to KL, which we're in now, KL to Denpasar, Bali, Bali to Brisbane. And in Chennai, even though I had the boarding pass, I couldn't get through the system. That system that defies the human spirit. And it was one of the most frustrating times of my life. I nearly lost it. Yeah, I could lose it. But it was a crazy, crazy time. I ended up spending thousands of dollars getting back to Brisbane. I'm still in KL now, I'm still not back there. But shit, it's come on board KL, that's good. Bigger building now than the Petronas Towers, is now eventuated. But super, super frustrated. How can you go to a transfer with the boarding pass and your passport and not get through the system? Absolutely ridiculous, because the airlines said, well, didn't communicate. But I'm not blaming them, I'm blaming Chennai. Just let me through, I've got the boarding pass, for God's sakes. It's ridiculous. Those were our people today. That was my 100th country. Should I travel again? I'm thinking no, because of Chennai. That's Gregorio tonight. Watch out for my 200th country. It's going to be a hoot. Oh, look at the state of this. It's brilliant. I'll show you that building tomorrow. In terms of, that might be it there actually. That's bigger than Petronas. Get your flashing lights going. Holy! Holy! Welcome to KL, brothers. Holy! Still 28 degrees. I'm at the bar. Look at this. Wonderful stuff. Some things happen for a reason. Cheap booze. But holy sheezer, yay, yay, yay. It's magnificent. Oh, and the thunderstorms come up. Glorious stuff. Uh-oh. And all down there. I'm getting pissed on. Holy. Holy. Brilliant stuff.